Hi, this is Richard Murray with another session of Parking Lot Theology. Some days I think that the only two words we're here to learn the difference between are these two words: choice and letting, Letting. It's amazing to me that the New Testament never has at any point, except one, and I'll tell you that in a second, uses the word choice, at least in the usual translations. And that's where Mary chose the good thing, just to sit at Jesus' feet. But that's one time. No one ever chooses salvation. No one ever chooses healing. No one ever chooses to come to the Lord. No one ever chooses to believe in the Lord. That word choice is conspicuously absent. And in fact, the word heresy means choice. So that's interesting in and of itself. But the other word that we're to learn what it means is the word let. And there's so many times in the Bible, where the word let the word of God dwell in you richly in all wisdom. Let your heart sing and make melody. Let is everywhere. Let the glory of God be revealed. And if you look in the history of theology, there is a German word that captures this nuance. And that German word is Gelassenheit. It's difficult to spell. I don't even know if I can spell it off the top of my head. It's Gelassenheit, I think. But it's shortened to Lassen, or the verb form is Lassen, Lassen. So what this taught was that we're here to allow. There's a difference between choosing. When we choose, that is still a work. That is a work of the flesh. That is a work of the law. Because the word choice is all in the Old Testament. And choose this day whom you will serve. Choose cursing, choose blessing, choose. And one thing I know is that we can wear ourselves out with choice. Endless choosing, this or that, this from that, this and that. And it wears us out. But when we're talking about letting, that's a much more yielding term, an allowing term, a term where we're out on our surfboard and we wait for the wave to come in, and we catch the wave and let the wave take us to shore. And that's what this beautiful nuanced difference between choice and letting, or choice and lassening. And I think lassening is a word really worth knowing. It starts with a G, Gelassenheit, but then the verb form of it is lassening. But it means, at the end of the day, it means simply allowing, yielding, merging. And I think that when I was younger in the faith, I did nothing but choose. I was choosing myself, and then making bad choices just as easily. And you're always going to go back and forth and bounce back and forth when choice is the verb that we're employing. So I think this has to do with our posture before the Lord. And obviously we want to all have the best posture we can. And that posture, man, I'm telling you, every day, the whole thing about coming to the Lord and walking with the Lord and flowing with the Lord like a dance. Isaiah says when we're walking with the Lord, it'll be like a dance. Our dancing together. But He's leading the dance. He's allowing us. We're like the partner. He's our husband, God, and He's leading the dance. So anyhow, learning to yield to that voice. And, we can talk about this some more in a future video, but just focus that there is a difference. And I find listening to music is a way, singing songs to the Lord and letting His Spirit in as you're singing songs, or even always keeping one eye, like keeping a part of you up above, just saying, hey, I'm allowing, I'm yielding, I'm allowing. That needs to be our mantra throughout the day. Even though, obviously we have to make decisions and that sort of thing. I'm not saying we don't do, this is my favorite color, that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in our walk with the Lord, that we back off from the choice. There's too much testosterone in that, all right, of self-will. But it's not our will. It's our surrendering to His will, and the good and perfect and acceptable will. That's what Romans says, we renew our minds to the good, perfect, and acceptable will of the Father. But it's a yielding, all right, and it's a renewing. So I hope that blessed you.